And I realized that's what people need to hear today, especially today, where we're told that we can have it all. But the truth is, do you want it all? Do you value everything? Do you value all of those things that you're going to sacrifice so much of yourself and your energy for? And if you don't really value it, then I encourage you to start cutting away the loose ends, like the things that aren't that important, just snip them off. Hi guys, it's Tina with Picture It Personal Finance. And I had a realization yesterday I want to talk with you all about. Growing up, I always heard, and this is especially as a woman growing up, although I suspect that men hear a version of this as well, but I always heard you can have it all. You can have the lifestyle, the career, the education, you can have a family, a husband, kids, you can have a car. All you have to do is work really hard to achieve it. And as a matter of fact, that became the foundation of my original American dream. And I was journaling the other day and I was reflecting on the person I used to be, and I was sort of chronologically going through, what has my transformation looked like? And there was a point in my life where I realized, oh my gosh, I did have it all. I had everything. I had the education I wanted. I had the house I wanted. I had the husband I wanted, the kids I wanted, and the successful career that I wanted. And it struck me like a rock at this point in my life that I had it all, but now I had to deal with it all. And this is something I think is completely neglected in the conversations we have with more youthful people that are just starting out in life. We talk to them about the importance of success. We talk to them about how to build a great life, but we don't talk to them about there will be a window in that life where it will be highly stressful, and that window duration can last as long as you let it last. And what I realized is so much of that comes down to what you value. As a financial coach, I teach my clients a concept called value-driven spending. The idea is that if you purchase things that are in alignment with the things you value most, for example, I've given this example before, I purchased a really expensive parka because I really value taking my dog for a walk as part of my physical fitness and mental health practice. And that walk, it can be pretty miserable when the weather is cold. So I purchased a really expensive parka that will ensure that I stay toasty on those longer walks in the dead of winter. I had no remorse purchasing that expensive parka because I knew it supported something that I value highly, which is my health and that time alone. It's like a meditative and thinking time for me. That being said, we don't really talk about that so much in terms of what it is that we're looking to accomplish in our lives. We set this sort of bar of what is important based on what other people tell us or what we think is true when we're young, and we don't take time to reevaluate as we get older. And what I ultimately learned was that for me, freedom became one of the most important values that I held closest to my heart in my 30s. Freedom to be with the people that I felt were the most important to me, freedom to be able to say no to things I didn't want to do, and freedom to be able to say yes to other things that I did want to do. I was listening to another coach recently, and she shared this idea how if you looked at her life, it would seem kind of simple and boring on the outside, but that's because what she's done is she's refined her life very narrowly to focus on the things that she has the most value in. And that is building her business and spending time with her family and ensuring that her community is, always, she finds ways to always stay involved in her community. She said, in each of those areas, it might not look like I have a lot going on, across the whole spectrum, but it runs really deep. Each of those areas that I value highly, I have a really deep, or I put a lot of depth and of energy into those experiences. And it got me thinking about a quote that I know so well. And I use it all the time, and I really love this quote. It's by Henry David Thoreau, and it's, I make myself rich by making my wants few. It's this idea of wanting those things that are highly valuable to you and then focusing your energy on those things. And because you value them so much and they bring you so much joy or peace or fulfillment, you become very, very rich in your thinking. You feel like you're surrounded by abundance. And I don't know what about that video I listened to earlier this week where it wasn't even a video about that topic. It was like a one-liner this other coach mentioned about having really deep commitment to those things that she values most. And I realized that's what people need to hear today, especially today, where we're told that we can have it all. But the truth is, do you want it all? Do you value everything? Do you value all of those things that you're going to sacrifice so much of yourself and your energy for? And if you don't really value it, then I encourage you to start cutting away the loose ends, like the things that aren't that important, just snip them off. And instead, devote your energy to the things that truly matter. And if you're like me, then maybe one of those things is having time freedom to live your life according to your terms, because you have the time to build your schedule in a way that fits in those priorities that you have. Anyway, that is like my big epiphany. And it's not really so much an epiphany as just the realization that language of you can have it all has sort of become a trigger for me, because I realize that it is a loaded concept that can send a lot of people down a painful path. Anyway, if you guys are interested in more content like this, please subscribe, give me a like and a share, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.